Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this video about the peak week, or also called max effort week. So let's jump right in. What is a peak week or max effort week? Usually it is the last week of your current routine. It usually follows a deload week. If you're not sure what a deload week, then please make sure to watch the video Deload Week Explained. But in short, during that peak week, you will calculate your new personal records. When we talk about those PRs, we refer to 1 rep max, which is the maximum weight that you can lift for one single repetition with proper form. Okay, that's very important. We usually apply it to the big four, so squats, deadlifts, overhead press, hip thrust, but you can also apply it to others if you want. It's important to understand that during a peak week, we are going to increase our RPE. So the RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, is a scale based on the reps in reserve. And usually when you work out, you will stay between 5, 6 to 8 repetitions. You don't always go to failure, but you still have something quite challenging. While during a peak week, then we will definitely try to go for a 10 out of 10 where we do not have any more reps or weight in reserve. Now, before I explain you how to calculate this 1 rep max, let's try to talk about why we should even care. First of all, it's quite nice to know what are your limits and you can brag about it with your friends. But also it is a very good baseline for future workouts and progression. You will see that sometimes, not only in my programs, but also in programs you can find out there on the internet, they will use your 1 rep max as a reference. For example, 50% of your 1 rep max. If you're expected to follow a max effort week, you will see it written in your program, so do not worry about that. Now, how to calculate it? There are 2 different ways to calculate a 1 rep max. We can do what we call an AMRAP test. So first of all, of course, you'll warm up, okay? You'll use an estimated 1 rep max. I'll talk about this in a second. You'll do as many reps as possible and with 90% of your estimated 1 rep max. So if you think that 100 is your 1 rep max, you will try to do as many reps as you can with 90% of that. So that means with 90 kg. Alternatively, you can pick a weight that you think you can do for 3 to 5 reps and then do as many reps as you can. Once you have all of those results, you can plug them into a 1 rep max calculator. I will put the link below as well so you can go there. The second option is the tough set technique, where we will use the results of a recent tough set taken close to failure in the 6 or lower rep range. Let's say that last week you have managed to do 6 pull-ups. This could be the tough set that you will be using and plug into your 1 rep max calculator. Super duper important. When you calculate your 1 rep max, it can be risky. Of course, you're going to lift as much weight as possible. So please use a spotter and make sure that you are warmed up without exhausting yourself too much. If your muscles are not warmed up, it is also very dangerous to just add a lot of weight at once. FYI, if you're not sure if you are warming up properly, then please make sure to check my video Warm Up Explained for more information about that. Now, let's jump to an example. During your peak week, you will see that exercises will already be adapted to you. You will always have first what we call acclimation sets. Those are going to be your warm-ups. So for example, for squats right here, you'll have 5 sets where you'll progressively increase the amount of weight before you reach the weight you will be using to calculate your 1 rep max. Then you will have your working set. So if you estimate your 1 rep max for squat to be 100 kg, then if you do 80% of your 1 rep max, you will be doing 80 kg. 90% you will be doing 90 kg for as many reps as you possibly can, and then you plug it into the calculator. Finally, if you are doing your peak week right before you are starting a new program, then do them on separate days for each lift, and then rest at least 2 days before the beginning of week 1, day 1 of your new routine. Okay, and that's it, short and sweet. If you have any questions, then reach out to me by DM or interact in the community. Always happy to help. Stay strong, and I hope you'll have some good gains.